And I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, stay close, I'm that shining the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm. I bet I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time traveling a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly, now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy, I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Rodgers going to the air to start things out. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Fletcher Cox gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
Apparently this defense has come to play. A sack and a run stuff behind the line on the first 2 plays.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers to throw. Hassan Reddick, and they're to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, Hurts. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Another run here with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah.
Somebody to hold me. Something done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Games. God damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows? Been weighing the cons and the pros. Feel like I'm the only pro. If we gon' go, then go. We could take it toe to toe. I've been doing everything you've been doing, but I'm really doing more. I'm about to explode. You gon' need someone to hold me. They cannot hold me, yeah. Slowly, ain't no more taking it slowly, yeah. Holy, you're dealing with something that's holy, yeah. Hold me, I need somebody to hold me. Nothing's for certain, but this I know. Life is but moments that come and go. Tomorrow may never come, but the
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. For the chance to head to Arizona in 2 weeks' time for Super Bowl 57, we are underway now in the NFC Championship. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Right to the air is Rodgers. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's only able to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On second down, here's Barkley. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Rodgers now on first down. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Barkley inside handoff. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A couple of first downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Open man, this is Lewis. A big play there for the Giants. 52 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert from 13 yards out. And the Eagles have struck first in this NFC title game. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Slayton. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught. Touchdown. Darius Slayton, 34 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
But big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, helped their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Hurts. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. 7-7, our score after 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Throwing is Hurts. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, but then repeat it the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That ball caught by Slayton. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On play action, Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Randall Cobb. A 24-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Okay, move them chains.
Rodgers now on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Barkley.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, Barkley. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now second down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches. Rodgers now to throw. And that's complete to Shepard. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
Sheesh.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So how about about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
To Barkley on the check down. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Out to his left. Shakes off the sack. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former Giant, James Bradbury. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd down, back to Sanders. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Eagles will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head.
And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders, and I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sank him back right around the 44. Hassan Reddick, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And he is going to have the Giants first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he's going to go down just outside the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's a give to Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 3rd down, goal to go from the 8. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, this has been a bit of a tough game to figure out when it comes to him throwing the football. He's got the 3 touchdown passes, but now, Charles, this is a 3rd interception.
And those aren't really numbers that you'd like to see balance out. In a normal ledger sheet, if you can balance everything, you feel good about your day. But as a quarterback, you need your ratio to be more like 3 touchdown passes to 1 interception.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber?
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Throwing is Hurts. Rolling to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth-quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.